God damn it. Hell in a Cell. This Sunday, live on the WWE Network. Triple main event. And I have a triple cast here for you guys. What is up, guys? Chase Auber here. I already did the introduction for what we're going to be talking about today. So let me introduce my triple main event panel. Now, I'm one of the main events, of course. And, of course, the other main event on this panel, the video game extraordinaire, the man who also has a wrestling channel himself, JD Venom or Venom Nation Wrestling, whatever he wants to go by, but I call him Justin. Justin, how's it going, my friend?
What is up? We're here to talk some Hell in a Cell. So we are ready to talk about Hell in a Cell, and I can't wait.
I can't wait either. And also, the third of our triple main event, he is known as Runnin' Ross, the gold standard, not Shelton Benjamin, 000
Yes.
Ross.
Yes. Triple, we might as well be the three-man band.
Triple main event.
Triple main event.
We're like the Shield, dog. We're no three-man band. We're like the fucking Shield.
True, we're more like
Yeah, we're like the Shield.
Who's the Roman Reigns?
I'm the Roman Reigns because I bring the fight. I clock this fist and I make it rain. Justin's the Seth Rollins. He's the architect, and you're Dean Ambrose.
Yeah!
Crazy. I'm crazy.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
crazy.
Let me grab the hot dogs and throw some mustard on you. So anyways, we're here to talk about Hell in a Cell 2016. WWE first started the Hell in a Cell event in 2009. They took a concept that is a very popular match, and they've had Hell in a Cell matches. And for the most part, Hell in a Cell pay-per-views get by on the fact that, hey, it's Hell in a Cell. You at least get some decent matches. I went to last year's Hell in a Cell, saw a match of the year qualifier, and Undertaker and Brock Lesnar. The first ever Hell in a Cell had a really good match with the Legacy taking on Triple H and Shawn Michaels and DX. So, you know, there's been some good matches. It's generally, for the most part, a decent passable pay-per-view, just the fact because some matches can carry inside the Hell in a Cell. Now it's just a Raw exclusive. There's no SmackDown Live people here. It's just a Raw exclusive show. And, yeah, that's all I can really say about it. They announced that it's a triple main event out of nowhere. So we have 3 Hell in a Cell matches, which is not the first, I believe.
Yeah,
happened.
2009 had it, and now 2016 has it.
Yeah.
So 2016 had it. So 2009's featured the dreaded Undertaker and CM Punk Hell in a Cell match. That was terrible. I believe Cena and Orton were having their great feud inside the cell at that time. And, of course, as I mentioned before, the Legacy versus D-Generation X. And if you guys forgot who Legacy is, it was Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. So, yeah, that happened.
It's a new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is.
No.
What? Legacy was tight.
No, because Justin had to put the New Day spin in it. Fuck the New Day.
Oh, my God. All right.
I haven't been watching New Day segments in weeks. I don't watch Raw live anymore. I watch it on my DVR like maybe right after, like an hour after. And when I get to the New Day segment, I fast forward every time. I don't care what it is. I fast forward.
All right.
Somewhat changed.
So, really, there's not really other wrestling news to talk about besides the whole Billy Corgan hates Dixie Carter news, which is, like, not surprising at all. And we don't know what's going on with that, to be honest. Like, the cases haven't been really, really, like, laid out there. And I can't think of – is there any wrestling news to talk about before talking about the show? Like,
Well, from what I got an update on the whole Dixie Carter, Billy Corgan thing.
Okay. There's actually an update. What's going on?
Apparently, it's supposed to be a decision coming this Monday. So they don't know what, who's in favor of who right now. But apparently, there's supposed to be a decision coming Monday in reference to that. So
okay, so probably by the time we get to the SmackDown Live pay-per-view or whatever they're going to be doing, we'll have more to talk about on that. Because, like, really, to be honest, we could speculate. But honestly, when it comes to, like, the whole court of law and everything like that, and what's going on, that's more of like I want to wait and see what happens before we actually discuss it, because like who knows what's going on each side. But on Monday we'll see what's going on. So I guess we'll just dive right into Hell in a Cell.
We have I don't know if you wanted to talk about what's it called, Flow Sports, like the the indie streaming thing and like WWE supposedly backing it. Like, do you want to talk about that or not?
Nah, that sounds like a waste of our time. Like, unless they put the shit on the network, I don't think they're really supporting it.
Yeah,
So-
I don't. Yeah, I really don't. I mean, I care, but I really don't care. But
Yeah.
that's me personally.
Speaking on the network, our Mountain Dew pre-show main event is a ROH six-man tag match. This is pretty much an ROH match. Cruiserweight action, so bust out the purple ropes. Cedric Alexander, Lindsay Dorado, and Sin Cara taking on Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Araya Daivari, Daivari's little brother. Not to be confused by Corso Daivari, his big brother. So, yeah, this is going to be some ROH action, bunch of high flying, but I see the heel team winning because I heard WWE is really high on the Tony Nese character. So, yeah, that's my prediction for this match.
I think it reminds them of Chris Masters. So, cruiserweight Chris Masters.
God, he's so muscular. Oh.
Put some baby oil on that guy. He's a main eventer.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, but I mean, it should be a fun match. I mean, it's kind of success on the pre-show, but hey, there has to be a pre-show match, so there you go. But my only look to play here is Sin Cara. I mean, I know you're not doing anything with them, but now I guess they have no weight limits for the cruiserweights, and I guess they're putting guys in there like Sin Cara. I hear maybe Chavo Guerrero might come back to WWE to build some prestige in the cruiserweights, because apparently the cruiserweights have been down according to Vince McMahon, which I'm not surprised because these guys all they can do is flips. Where's the muscle? So he doesn't really care about it, and it shows on Monday Night Raw every time when they have a cruiserweight match. They go to commercial break immediately, but they don't go to commercial. They don't go to commercial break when you have fucking Golden Truth versus,
Shining Stars.
Yeah, versus the Shining Jobs. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey.
Yeah.
Shining Stars are awesome. They deserve more of a chance.
Puerto Rico's beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about, Justin.
Yeah,
But
okay. They're feuding over a Rolex watch.
Yeah, that watch is important.
It's very important. Just like the list.
No, fuck the list.
The list is important too.
No, I have my own list too. My list includes. Yeah, I made my list. My list includes WWE Raw, Mitch the Plant, Care Bear, and Garbage Man. So that's my list right now.
Oh.
But on record, I'll go for the heel team to win the pre-show match.
Yeah, no, but Justin did prove a good point. We'll talk about more about this when we get to the Cruiserweight title match. That, the Cruiserweights haven't been treated very fairly on WWE TV, and we can discuss more of that when we talk about the Cruiserweight Championship. Justin, Ross, do you agree? 6-man tag, heel team wins.
Yeah, I think the heel team will win. Sure.
Exactly. All righty then. Bayley is taking on Dana Brooke. Bayley, pretty much after having that women's championship match, has been just doing a bunch of squash matches, and then she had a match with Dana Brooke, which Dana Brooke surprisingly won, and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? And now Dana Brooke is trying to prove she's stronger than Bayley. This led to a terrible arm wrestling segment on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. And Dana Brooke attacked Bayley, and now they're having a match at Hell in a Cell inside the cell. Oh, wait, this ain't TNL lockdown.
No.
So, Bayley versus Dana Brooke. Please keep it short. That's all I got to say. Nothing against Bayley. Bayley's a wonderful worker. It's just I don't want to see Dana Brooke for too long in the fucking ring, to be honest with you. So Bayley for the win. If they give the win to Dana Brooke here, they obviously have to be setting up to Dana Brooke and Charlotte if Dana Brooke does win here. But I don't see Dana Brooke winning. I see Bayley winning. So Bayley win. But if Dana Brooke does win, don't be surprised if Charlotte comes in the picture.
They might do that. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and predict that Dana Brooke is gonna lose the match. Swerve. I just think Bayley, she's an underdog and everything, but she's got to win some matches. So I think it seems like Dana Brooke has had the upper hand for the most part. So it's time for Bayley to pick up the victory over Dana Brooke in a short, simple, sweet match here. I like Dana Brooke, but she doesn't deserve to have longer matches at this point in time. She's not. I don't think she's awful in the ring, but she's like I like a female Goldberg. You want her to be in there short, sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like her character though. I don't know. I'm probably the only person who likes Dana Brooke somewhat. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, Dana Brooke. I would let her choke me with her arm.
Oh God,
Jesus Christ,
you're
that
gonna
is.
choke with her fucking dick.
Yes, yeah.
Well, I respect Ross's opinion on Dana Brooke, but let's call it where she is. Her name's not Dana Brooke. Her name is Dana Botch. All right. This woman, she comes in, but when she came into NXT, she was like, oh, she's a little muscular. I kind of dig it, a little bit. But now when she went to Raw, she looks like a fat slob. All right. She has really let herself go. She let herself go more than I ever seen a woman been let herself go on the main roster, okay? Her fucking entire singlet makes her look like a fucking fat slob, all right? How about losing a couple pounds, honey, all right, before you decide to get on to the main roster. Send her back down to NXT. Have her work out with, what's her name? Sarah Del Rey. Get on a nice little, weight loss plan. Come back up.
Weight loss plan. Oh, we got Nia Jax on the main roster here.
Well, no.
Like most girls. That's her gimmick.
Nia Jax is not like most men anyway, all right? She's not like most men, all right?
She's not like most women. But where the freak is she? She just disappeared.
Yeah, that's another story.
I heard she's on vacation. That's what I
She's
heard.
taking a vacation.
Now with this match itself, I'm gonna go with Bayley, all right? But and that's just because that she has to win. But the women's division, and I'm gonna talk more about this when we get to the Hell in a Cell. I may be in the minority with the Hell in a Cell match, but this division on Raw sucks dick. Period. It is god awful on Raw. But keep it short and sweet. Bayley wins. She's going to get her revenge. And, I don't know. Maybe they'll have another match on Raw on Monday again for no fucking reason.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Enzo Amore and Big Cass taking on Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The club, like per usual, Enzo Amore and Big Cass are just fun and entertaining. And the club, now that they're not going for the tag team titles, actually have a reason to be pissed off at something and are like, we want to ruin all the fun in WWE. Well, why didn't you do that when you're facing the fun tag team in the New Day? That made no sense. Whatever. So I see this match right here. I got to go with the club. And the main reason why is this. Enzo and Cass, it's how they were used in NXT. And it kind of frustrates me because Enzo and Cass shouldn't be used like this. They should actually try to get some wins on pay-per-view with these guys. But it's like Enzo and Cass are like the perfect fodder because the fans are still going to cheer them. The fans are still going to be behind them because they're very entertaining on the microphone and they're very entertaining in their own regard. But it's like they won't win any big matches. That's what I was talking about with Enzo and Cass, where like sometimes I always say they're kind of an overrated tag team where it's like WWE won't go all the way with them because they just rely on the fact that they talk too much and that they're really good at talking, that it's okay for them to lose, and fans will use that theory where it's okay for them to lose because they can always bounce back with their promos. But we see with guys like Bray Wyatt, sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes some guys do need some big wins. And honestly, I feel like at this point, there's more stock and more money in Enzo and Cass than anywhere in the club. But I feel like, the club needs some heat. They're going to give some heat to the club, and the club's going to win this match. And the club's still not going to do shit in the tag team division. That's my prediction, at least. And that's just how Enzo and Cass have been used their whole careers, which sucks because these guys are very talented and should be used so much better. But that's it. That's my prediction. And make sure you guys leave your predictions in the chat as well of who you guys think are going to win each match as we talk about them. Justin, what do you think about this? Are you in agreement with me that the club are going to win because Enzo and Cass are just there to lose?
I'm leaning, you know what? I am leaning more towards the club. If I have to pick a winner, it will be the club, but that's not my prediction. My prediction is that it's going to be like a no disqualification or a double disqualification, double count out, some BS type finish because you have two teams that you're trying to build up. If you have one team lose, that team kind of goes down the totem pole a little bit as far as, what they're being utilized on and trying to get these guys over in the tag team division. Just like the women's division. The tag team division on Raw is fucking abysmal. Okay? Yeah. It is fucking abysmal. You got fucking guys like Golden Truth and Shining Jobs, fucking on Raw. Why are these guys even on, television? You know what I mean? I understand, these guys supposed to be comic relief. I get it. But why are these guys on television? You need to build up your core tag teams more, which is the club. and Enzo and Cass. Overall, right now, it's not Enzo and Cass's time. You can't not have these guys win right now at this very moment because they're going to be the new face team coming up soon. Okay, soon as New Day has their title reign in, they're going to be next up in line as the new face team on the Raw division. So right now, official prediction, I'm going to go like a double count out, like a double disqualification or something like that. But if I actually had to pick a winner of the match, I'm going to lean towards the club.
I kind of wish that this match had like Survivor Series implications into it, where it's like the winning team goes to the Raw Survivor Series tag team match, because SmackDown started, their qualifying matches. So I would have kind of
always one step ahead of the game. They're always one step ahead.
Yeah, that's why SmackDown's the A brand, just like I predicted so many months ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna, Enzo and Cass are gonna be there, but I mean, you can't have two face teams feud against each other. What I mean? One team has to turn heel. You're between, Enzo and Cass.
I think the New Day can turn heel easily compared to Enzo.
Yeah, they can turn heel easily, but man, I think Enzo and Cass would be great as heels as well. So you never know. You have Enzo coming out. I'm tired of this shit. How you doing?
Stop singing along with Enzo.
This how come out.
This crowd right here, there's one word to describe you, and I'm going to spell it out for you. S-A. I could like that. I could dig it. Ross, Enzo and Cass or the club?
I don't really have much to say about this one. I'm picking club to win. Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Some more tag team action as the New Day continued their historic tag team reign. And look at that. They're facing an oddball tag team. Cesaro and Sheamus, after beating each other up in the Best of 7 series, Mick Foley cut one of the worst promos of his fucking career. It was like, you know what? You guys really showed me something out there, and I'm going to make you guys a tag team. And I was like, oh, my fucking God. And now Cesaro and Sheamus are like the funny, goofy, we hate each other, but we work well with each other, fella tag team and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Some of the stuff they do does make me chuckle. Like, this past Monday when Cesaro was wrestling and Sheamus does the entrance and Cesaro's like, the fuck are you doing? It's my entrance. Like, I thought that was pretty funny. I was, like, chuckling a little bit. But, like, it's like, this is my problem with it. Because, like, WWE knew they kind of messed up because they kind of let the New Day go on a little bit too long with their tag team title reign. So instead of giving an established tag team, a tag team that has worked their asses off for many months and stuff like that, this kind of win, I feel like they're going to give it to Cesaro and Sheamus. They're going to give it to Cesaro and Sheamus. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, look at that. The oddball tag team won. Look at them. They were killing each other just like a month ago, and now they're the tag team champions. Look at Team Hell No. Look at all these other random tag teams they kind of, forced together. That's what I think. I hope that's not the case. I'm actually predicting Cesaro and Sheamus to win, but I won't mind if the New Day wins here because I hate when WWE does this where they throw random singles wrestlers together and just give them the tag team titles randomly, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, this tag team's awesome. This tag team's funny. You have to give it to them. Like, nah, fuck that. Ross, what's your prediction?
Well, the build-up for this match sucks. Awful. The New Day sucks. Cesaro and Sheamus, I mean, they're okay. Fast forward through all this stuff every week, it just seems like they're just having matches. Like, and that's stupid. Like, a tag team title match should have more story to it. I feel like Enzo and Cass and Gallows has more of a story than this. But then again, I'm fast forwarding through the match every single week. So I might be missing something. Am I missing something here? Or is it just pretty much just matches every week?
They've pretty much been wrestling each other, like singles matches, and then they actually had a tag team match this week, which Cesaro and Sheamus won. So it was like you kind of gave us the match away for free, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
That's WWE.
I don't like the New Day, as you guys know, but I think they're gonna win this match, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I am absolutely wrong because their title reign needs to end. Please end this. Begging you guys to be find a tag team that can just take the New Day off my TV. I want the New Day broken up at this point. Just as soon as the reign ends, just break them up as a tag team. I'm tired of them. It is. I just feel like WWE is so lazy with the New Day. Like they just do the same thing. They're like, oh well, they sell merchandise, it's gonna work, but like they're not creative anymore with the New Day.
Almost like the Cena effect, where like Cena was on top, and it's like they're not changing John Cena's character because it's like, well, his T-shirts are still sold out. Damn it!
Yeah, they're just not creative with them anymore. They just go
Put
through
out a Chain Gang T-shirt and it sells out.
same routine, same song and dance. They're not trying to be new and innovative, like a Chris Jericho type, always finding something different to change up their character.
You know what I find funny about the IWC? How they would always bitch about the Cena shirts. They were like, "Oh man, the Cena shirts are so fruity and gay." Like and stuff. Yeah, a New Day shirt comes out, and I see half of these IWC people wearing them in the arena, like New Day with the unicorn dildo. They're like, "Oh, New Day!" Like, what the fuck? Like,
so dumb.
Like for real, like this is what they do. They get the shirt and they're like, "Oh yeah, New Day, yeah, New Day rocks." It's like, what the fuck's your problem?
Those people look very suspect. That's for sure.
One of my favorite old school WWE, not old school, but one of my favorite things to go back and watch is when Roman Reigns first wins the title in Philadelphia and stuff like that. There's just one New Day fan, like the whole crowd is going crazy in Philadelphia, and there's just one guy wearing the New Day unicorn and the New Day shirt. He's like, no, stop cheering for Roman Reigns. He's like freaking out. He's like, oh no, Roman Reigns. And they're like, dude, this is why, man. Like, look at all the people cheering for Roman Reigns. Look like normal human beings. Here you are wearing a bright blue T-shirt with a goddamn dildo on your head. You're like, no, don't cheer for this man. So, one of my favorite things to look at. You go back and watch. Justin, who's winning this one here?
Well, first off, I'm gonna say New Day. New Day's gonna win, okay? Because Sheamus and Cesaro, they're gonna screw each other. One's gonna screw someone. One's gonna leave somebody, something like that. But the New Day's reign, they're gonna keep the titles until they break Demolition's record. WWE is in a lawsuit with the Demolition right now. They're too close not to break the record. They're only 40 days, like about 40 or 50 days away, and this would give it time going into, I believe, through Survivor Series, because at Survivor, they're gonna hold the titles past Survivor Series, because remember, they're gonna have that 5-on-5 tag team Survivor Series match, so the New Day is gonna be in it. So the New Day is gonna be in it. So they're gonna hold the titles all the way up through. I think TLC is gonna be the next Raw exclusive pay-per-view. I think they may lose it then at TLC. To who remains to be seen. Maybe it's gonna be the Club. Maybe it's gonna be Sheamus and Cesaro.
I thought SmackDown had TLC. Raw has a Roadblock.
No, I think Raw has TLC. I think.
No, SmackDown has TLC because Raw has Roadblock. Yeah.
Sure about that?
Yeah, because I remember on the last review.
Okay, SmackDown does
Raw has Roadblock.
Yeah, that's right. SmackDown does have TLC because, because one has Hell in a Cell, major gimmick, and TLC. Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
give SmackDown the other one.
Yeah. So despite that, wherever the next major Raw pay-per-view after Hell in a Cell, that's where New Day is going to lose the titles. So because they're going to be in that 5-on-5 tag team match at Survivor Series. But again, I digress. This tag team division is abysmal. I said it once and I said it again. They don't do simple feuds. They're trying to with Enzo and Cass versus the Club, but where is the heat around it? Why are they feuding? I still don't understand why are they feuding.
Yeah, like the Clubbers all like, oh, no more fun and games, and yet they were like talking about balls and shit like that.
Yeah, so it's like I don't understand what they're going with that. I mean, so basically you're telling me you're gonna put a thrown together tag team of Sheamus and Cesaro, who just had a fucking hellacious, best of 7 series, which the best of 7 series I didn't like anyway. Some of the matches were pretty good, but especially the last match. The last match was fucking amazing. But despite all that, I don't believe that this team's gonna win. Make me believe that this team's gonna win. And WWE has done a horrible job doing that. So New Day's going to win, and they're going to have the titles all the way up through the next Raw pay-per-view. So, there you go.
All right. So, T.J. Perkins, the Cruiserweight Champion, will be defending his belt for the second time against Brian Kendrick. So, why are they feuding again? We don't know. We honestly don't know. I think Brian Kendrick randomly beat T.J. Perkins on Raw, so it's like, oh, he's all of a sudden number one contender again. T.J. Perkins was homeless, and, Brian Kendrick lost his last match, and then he asked T.J. Perkins to take the fall for him because he let him in when he was homeless and everything like that. And, honestly, this is trash. The Cruiserweight division has been trash. And the thing is, the problem is like the WWE is doing a poor job at highlighting the cruiserweights and as well like making people kind of care about the cruiserweights as a whole, because a lot of this is where it proves the fact that just because you're known on the independents doesn't mean you're well known in the WWE, because a lot of these guys are indie darlings and stuff like that. And you could tell the first time when they came on Raw, when they had that fatal four-way, half the crowd was dead. They didn't know who the fuck half these guys were. They just see these colorful characters coming out, and they don't know who the fuck they are. They don't know who they should cheer or anything like that. It's like the Cruiserweight division's at an identity crisis, and like WWE doesn't do a good job presenting them, because what WWE does is like the third hour of Raw every week, we get Cruiserweight action. Why do I have to wait for the third hour of Raw? Like the Cruiserweights first. The Cruiserweights are like supposed to jumpstart, right? Like when I think of a Cruiserweight, I think of high, fast-paced action at the beginning of the show, especially if you're going against Monday Night Football and all these other Monday Night shit. Wouldn't you want to think that you want to start off your show really strong and make people actually like get all hyped up for the show? And Cruiserweight should be like what they should do is open the show. But a lot of these guys have just been wrestling really boring. They've just been in random six-man tags. And like honestly, it's just the lack of characters why this Cruiserweight division is really failing, because it's like minus like T.J. Perkins and Brian Kendrick to some degree, what do you know about these fucks? You know nothing about them. You just know that they wrestled all over the world and they were in the CWC and they're really good. Like, what makes these guys really good? Because, like, to my knowledge, like, almost all these guys look pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it doesn't help them whatsoever how WWE's been treating them. But T.J. Perkins and Brian Kendrick, look, I didn't care about their match last month. I don't care about this match this month. T.J. Perkins is a boring vanilla WWE guy, except in midget form. Brian Kendrick is trying his best to get T.J. Perkins over. Guess what? WWE, this ain't 2008. This ain't D. Brian Kendrick with Ezekiel Jackson by his side feuding with T.J. Perkins. This is like old man Brian Kendrick. Like, if you really want T.J. Perkins to get over in this Cruiserweight division, you should have called up Rob Van Dam and told that dumbass to come wrestle, because at least fans know who the fuck Rob Van Dam is, even if he doesn't wrestle for like 5 years. T.J. Perkins, Brian Kendrick, they can go out there and do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. T.J. Perkins, stop fucking dabbing. You look like a faggot when you dab. I hate you when you dab. Like, he goes, stop it. Enough with your fucking dab.
Oh, my God.
Take your fucking dab. The dab's dead. I let Enzo pass off the dab. That's fine because he's goofy, so it works. But for you, you look stupid when you dab. Stop dabbing. Stop it. So anyways, TJP, if you win, good for you. I hope you lose the title soon.
Oh, shit.
Justin, give me your thoughts.
Oh, God. That was beautiful. The Cruiserweight division, I mean, the Cruiserweight Classic was the best thing in WWE in 2016, period. You had a lot of emotion. You had build-up. You knew who these guys were. Even if you did not know who any of these guys were going into the Cruiserweight Classic, after the Cruiserweight Classic again, you were investing about half of these guys coming out of the Cruiserweight Classic. As soon as WWE announced that they're going to bring the Cruiserweights to Raw, initially I got excited, then I processed it, and I was like, okay, it's coming to Monday Night Raw. That's not good. And sure enough, WWE, Kevin Dunn, Stephanie, Vince in the back, they're like, who the fuck is these guys? Let's give these guys 7 minutes to wrestle a match. As a matter of fact, we're going to claim commercial breaks during these matches. It can't get over. It can't get over like that at all. At all. It should have been on SmackDown. That is more the forte of SmackDown, more of the young, hip type of thing of the Cruiserweight Classic. Another thing that's hurting the Cruiserweight Classic is the commentary. I don't know about you, but fucking Michael Cole and fucking Byron Saxton are fucking god-awful on the fucking mic. They're fucking awful. They're bad. At least with SmackDown, Mauro Ranallo, who at least knows the fucking moves, at least he knows the moveset, at least he knows of the history of these guys and also called their matches in the Cruiserweight Classic, could actually bring a better dynamic to presenting the Cruiserweights. JBL, he can throw little jabs in there.
David Otunga showed more emotion than Michael Cole has in years. When like James Ellsworth at the No Chin music on fucking AJ, he was like, "Oh my god!" And JBL was even screaming too. I was like, "God damn, David Otunga."
Yeah, so I mean, we can talk about David Otunga at another time, but it's like, you know, they will be better on SmackDown. Period. As far as this match is concerned, I'm gonna go with T.J. Perkins, but the feud has been abysmal. The promos have been abysmal. If you saw, if you saw this past promo on Raw Monday when Brian Kendrick was crying in the locker room, where it was such bad acting, I thought he was fake crying, but he was projected to be really crying. That
was hilarious because like it started off, TJ was not even looking. First off, I don't know why TJ Perkins is in the ring here, he's taking up his tape, and he randomly goes, "What do you want, Brian?" How the fuck did you know Brian Kendrick was behind you? For all you know, Care Bear could have been behind you and thrown you into a fucking locker, you dumbass. Like, goddamn. And then all of a sudden, Brian Kendrick's like, "TJ, man, if I don't win, all I have is my family, and my family depends on me. Put food on the table, man. Like, remember, like, you're young, TJ. You can win the title anytime, TJ, man. Like, remember when you were homeless? We gave you food." And I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, the fucking PG garbage, man. Scripted fucking garbage as this is. But I'm going to go with, TJ Perkins. But they need to do something with this Cruiserweight division, man. Like, whoever is constructing because it's not just all everything's broke up into segments. People are assigned to certain tasks, certain feuds. Whoever's doing this for TJ Perkins and Brian Kendrick, you need to be demoted, or you just not to be in WWE, period. Because clearly what you're doing right now is failing the Cruiserweight division. And you can have something that's very good. You have matches that can steal the show. Even with their matches, you can certainly tell that whoever's backstage, whoever the agents are, Michael Hayes or fucking on air and say, "Hey, slow it down. Don't do that same shit you do in the Cruiserweight Classic. Fans can't keep up. Don't steal the show. Don't make the main event work more." They want to make it to where that the Cruiserweights can never have the best match on the show, which is pretty sad. Honestly, these guys, they can actually have the matches. They can actually do the matches. They can actually have the best match every night. But clearly, there's somebody backstage telling them, don't have the best match tonight. Don't bring it out.
And to prove to your point too, Justin, like when they do go straight to commercial break right away, it's like they do like a high-flying move, and it's like more high-flying action next, and then I come back and it's a rest hold, and then they're wrestling super slow for the most part of the match. It's like they're wrestling like they're heavyweights. Like, no, I don't want the cruiserweights wrestling like they're heavyweights. But then again, that's another argument for another time because most of the heavyweights are currently cruiserweights anyways. Rosters, Cruiserweight Championship, who wins?
I actually don't mind this feud compared to you guys. I think it's fine. Like, it's a little simple story here, Just they're describing that they used to be friends and now they're not because Kendrick has changed and he's not the same person anymore. Okay, fine. That works for me. It's better than them just having like a random match, That's what I wanted to see at a Cruiserweights. Just a simple storyline, and I'm okay with it. I'm actually going to pick Brian Kendrick to win the title here because I think he's good for the division. And he can help Rich Swann. Can you handle this? Can you handle this?
He's been the best thing about the Cruiserweight division so far, actually.
Yeah, he's awesome. And Cedric Alexander can help him out. He can help everybody else out. I feel like Perkins isn't going to really help anybody else out. But maybe WWE's trying to make him like their cruiserweight star, so that's why they'll keep him as champion.
Man, I'm the human video game character. I was homeless, man. I still wear the key of the house I got last evicted. Like,
I got a 1-up, so I have an extra life, man.
hey, man, watch me dab. Like, fuck him.
I think Kendrick is gonna win with some way to cheat. I don't know if he's gonna bring somebody in or if he's just gonna cheat on his own. I don't know. I think he's gonna win though.
You're gonna be funny, like since CJ Perkins is the human video game character, Brian Kendrick brings like a controller and enters like a cheat code, and like DJ Perkins falls down. That'd be great. I would love it. That's character right there. That's building character. But you know, guys who don't need characters in the WWE are triple main event stars. Now, you guys know when it comes to Raw, there's 5 people who are the most important people on that show. And so happens to be the fact that these 5 people, minus Finn Balor, get well soon, are all in the triple main event. The Golden Children time, folks. It's all about the Golden Children. It's what Monday Night Raw is built upon. That's the foundation. Now, I'm going to go on the order that I think WWE will book it. We will be talking about the women's match last for women's equality rights and everything like that. So we're going to go on and talk about the ROH World Title match between Kevin Steen and Tyler Black first inside, I don't know what the fuck ROH would call Hell in a Cell, but you know, you guys get the joke. So anyways, Owens versus Seth Rollins. This feud has pretty much been about a fucking list more than the Universal title itself. Maybe expect a Triple H return. Could this match main event? There's a lot of questions about this match, but I see Kevin Owens retaining. That's one question I know for sure. That's one answer I have for you guys. But when it comes down to it, I feel like this match has more of a chance to main event than all the other Cell matches. But I definitely see Kevin Owens retaining the title here. And that's pretty much it. Maybe Triple H makes a return, but I think Triple H may be saved for Survivor Series. That's just me.
Ross?
This feud right here, I think it's disappointing. I like Chris Jericho and all, and I think it's cool what he's done with his character, you know, bringing this whole list thing, and he's just ran with it. And I think he's good, but I just wish he was like a special guest ref or something. Like he has no factor in this match at all. I mean, he may interfere, which I kind of expect, but he's not officially in the match or anything. But like, what are Owens and Rollins feuding about? Like, what are they feuding about?
Kevin Owens didn't beat me clean. That's classic champions. I need my rematch. I want my rematch.
Seth Rollins, you don't deserve your rematch. You know, I beat you, and that's it. You're on the list, you stupid idiot. That's pretty much the feud in a nutshell. That's like
Jericho. The feud's making Jericho look like $1 million, not Owens and not Seth Rollins.
See, like the one thing I'm against is I hate that Kevin Owens wears a suit now that he's champion. Like, fuck that, dude. Like, he's supposed to be the prize spotter. He should just wear his ring gear, man. Like, I don't need him. Like, he wears the same suit every week. It doesn't like he wears anything different. Like, just have him wear ring gear.
Overdone things in wrestling. As soon as someone wins the title, they gotta wear a suit. Like they stole that from Chris Jericho, actually. You know what I mean? Jack Swagger wears a fucking suit. Seth Rollins wears a suit. It's like, come the fuck on. Can you wear a suit? You have some original bone in your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Kevin Owens don't need to be wearing the suit. So yeah. Who do you have winning?
I'm sure they'll have a good match. I'm not expecting a
whole win, Ross. Which Golden Child is still going to be the Universal Champion, though?
Who's going to win? It's going to be Owens. I don't think Rollins is going to win the title until he overcomes Triple H.
Which he's not going.
He's
not going to.
Until he's finished with Triple H. So that'll be at least till like Rumble. I heard because they may do that match.
You mean until Triple H is finished with him?
I guess, yeah. That's what I meant to say.
Triple H will be like, "How dare you injure Finn pedigree?" Oh,
I don't know who
that was my baby.
With though, I guess Owens will feud with Jericho. After this.
Yeah.
I think Jericho's contract's coming up. So.
It is.
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
Dang. So Owens gonna put out Jericho.
Yeah, something's gonna happen on something's gonna happen on Sunday for sure between those two.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens. Hence why I'm wearing the shirt. I'm standing for a second. There you go, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
Him out.
Yeah, so I'm going with Kevin Owens. Will Triple H come back? That is a great question. I think if he does come back, it's gonna be in some kabuki fashion. You know, maybe he's gonna be dressed up as a cameraman, or he just comes out underneath the ring or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Something dumb. But there's no way that Kevin Owens is gonna win clean. You know what I mean? There's no way he's gonna win clean. Either Jericho cost a championship, maybe accidentally hits him with the belt or something of that nature, or Triple H just comes back and just say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna fuck over Seth Rollins," pretty much. So
I hope.
But this feud overall. Wait, what?
I hope if it main events, Triple H just like puts a hole through the ring, and like just sticks his sledgehammer there, and Seth Rollins runs into it like, oh.
It's a sledgehammer.
What the heck is that? What is that? What just popped up from the ring?
I think that's a sledgehammer. I think it is. Corey, is that a sledgehammer? Excellent observation there, Byron.
that'll be pretty funny actually. But this feud overall, again, credit WWE Raw who knows everything about, I guess, consistency. I'm going to talk about consistency in a moment once we get to the women's match. But this feud has been god-awful. You're telling me that your go-home show for Monday Night Raw, that the list, which I like the list, don't get me wrong, I like the list, but that the list is your focal point for the show. And it's not about the Hell in a Cell matches.
Right.
It's not about the Hell in a Cell match, one of the most brutal matches ever in WWE. Which is another reason why this match should not be in Hell in a Cell. This is not a blood feud. You know what I mean? There's not a reason why this feud should be in a Hell in a Cell match. Okay? If you're telling me that fucking if Kevin Owens were to steal, Seth Rollins' fucking little wristbands that always fall off during each match. If Kevin Owens were to steal that, I want my wristbands back. Oh, you can get your wristbands back in Hell in a Cell, and it's gonna be on top on a 25-foot steel cage. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you telling me that's why they're gonna be feuding because of some fucking wristbands? Are you fucking kidding me?
The only reason this is a cell match is for equality. It's the biggest title on Raw, so it's got to be a Hell in a Cell match also.
Okay, well, last year the Hell in a Cell matches were Roman and Bray over Roman's daughter, and then Undertaker and Brock Lesnar were Old Man Taker was kicking Lesnar in the balls. Yeah, so like,
it's stupid. Like it's dumb. Like all three of these Hell in a Cell matches should not be in Hell in a Cell. Period. But
well, okay, I would say one of them does deserve Hell in a Cell, and we'll talk about that match next. Yeah. I think Reigns and Rusev deserve a cell. To be honest with you, I feel like
yeah, we'll talk about that.
I feel like they do deserve a Hell in a Cell because I feel like both men have had, WWE has faltered on the feud as of late, but I feel like both men, like, just for how long they've been feuding for and how long the battle has been, that them two, like, monsters going inside Hell in a Cell makes sense to me. More sense than the women going inside the Hell in a Cell, to be fair with you, because, like, Reigns and Rusev, these are two guys that when they get in that cell, shit's gonna, like, you should lock them in the cell. These two guys want to kill each other. They've been trying to kill each other for months and everything like that. That's why I think Reigns and Rusev inside of the cell makes more sense to me and deserves to be in the cell than, like, any other match on this card, to be honest with you. But Reigns and Rusev for the U.S. title, look, Rusev ain't gonna win. It sucks. No. Whatever. Roman Reigns. I like both guys. I'm a winner in this match, so Roman Reigns wins. LOL, Golden Children.
I'm in a masturbation celebration no matter who wins.
You know what? He did that. Not this past night, but the night before. I was marking out. It was fascinating. It was so amazing. Oh God, it was amazing. But, yeah, Rusev's not gonna win though. It is gonna be Roman Reigns. But again, another match that doesn't need to be in Hell in a Cell. This feud started, guys. Let's not forget where this feud started from. This feud started for Roman Reigns, who interfered with a wedding celebration, which is beautiful, by the way, between Lana and Rusev in the ring.
Had to be Reigns' best pro
Actually,
years. Like that. Was the best promo.
I think this whole started. I think it was at the Raw.
It started because
It started with
all
Lana
like
going for cake.
No.
no. It started.
I remember.
It started because Rusev squashed someone. There's no one that can beat me. I have the and everyone thought Kurt Angle was coming out, and then instead you're Brown out. Reigns came out and he confronted Rusev.
Maybe it was a week before or a week after, but I'm pretty sure because the Raw I went to August 1st, I think it was Henry against Rusev, and then I think it was a title match, and I think Rusev beat Henry, and then afterwards Reigns came out and everyone was like, Reigns, and then they just stared at each other. And then,
like I said, everyone thought Kurt Angle was returning for whatever fucking reason.
If I have to say anything positive about this, though, that this match, if I had to pick out of the 3 matches, this is the most match that should be in Hell in a Cell, but I still believe this is not really a Hell in a Cell feud. You're talking about a fucking match that has to end, and this way is going to end the feud, but, you know, you're looking, I have to compare Shawn Michaels Undertaker, Mick Foley Undertaker, Mick Foley Triple H. You got to compare those. I will even say Randy Orton John Cena, the first one, 2009. That's even a Hell in a Cell type of match, type of feud. This is not.
I think it deserves it. I think both men inside the cell is going to kill it. So that I feel like they.
Well, no, it's
like
a match. I'm not sure.
I feel like if Rusev would have won at Clash of Champions and then Reigns was going for the U.S. title, it was like, I'm going to give you one last. I'm going to ask for one last opportunity at that U.S. title, boy. And what I want is inside Hell in a Cell.
To me, it's lack of story with this match. It's like,
it would be better if Rusev was still U.S. champion, Roman was still chasing. Then it would be like you would have a reason to care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's kind of like the other Hell in a Cell match where it's like the person that you want to see chasing for the belt, it's basically the person who's a challenger, but she already has the belt, so why should I care that they're fighting inside Hell in a Cell? That's the problem with Reigns and Rusev, where it's like they don't really need to be in a cell. They deserve a cell match for how long the feud has gone for.
Yeah.
But it's just because champion, he already got what he needed. Why is Roman Reigns deciding that this match needs to be in a cell? Like, if I'm a champion, face or heel, it makes most sense where it's like, fight inside Hell in a Cell. Fuck that shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. I think Reigns and Rusev, out of all the Hell in a Cell matches, they'll probably have the match that most exemplifies Hell in a Cell, like in terms of the physical.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have a good match. They're gonna use tables.
I think they'll use this cell to its capabilities the most. So I'll give it that, but I don't really think it belongs in the Hell in a Cell. I'm just ready for this feud.
If Reigns was still the challenger and Rusev was the champion, no one would have a problem with them being in a cell. It would make sense.
Yeah,
because Reigns would have to make a desperate attempt at getting at Rusev, and Reigns would say, it's not Hell in a Cell. I put my career on the line or some bullshit. That SmackDown Live just did that, but still. Like Ziggler and Miz, would you argue that would be in Hell in a Cell? Based on how personal
I think that would have.
That would be a good Hell in a Cell match.
It would have been better because Rusev would actually have to win either by some cheap tactic or by Lana interfering. Now what the Hell in a Cell does, it keeps Lana out of interfering, and it has. If they would have kept it with that would have been a lot better. But now, instead of having the babyface still chase the heel, you're going to have the heel try to get redemption on the babyface, but the babyface already won the prize already. This should be the ending match. This should have Roman Reigns actually winning the title in the feud ending. But, again, with WWE Raw, you're like, they always, I don't know. It just mind boggles me on their fucking logic.
It's the same thing with the women's match, which we'll talk about now. The women's title match between Sasha and Charlotte, which is the main of which – a lot of people want to be the last match of the card and everything like that. Look, here's the thing. I do agree that women do deserve a main event spot. I'm not trying to be sexist or against feminist rights or anything like that. But the problem is with this match, there's so much going for Raw and for Sasha Banks where she has a lot of odds stacked against her, and here's the reason why. We got to look at the track record. When it comes to pay-per-view matches, let's just keep it real and keep it 100. LOL, Charlotte wins. When it comes down to it, she's facing the Golden Child. You should already know her chances are fucking low. And then also, to make her chances even worse, she's wrestling in her hometown of Boston, Massachusetts. Just saying, I know a lot of people argued with me on this point, but it's true. Whenever someone's in their hometown, how many times do they fucking win on pay-per-view, especially in a big match, and when the commentators make a big deal about it? Look at all the times these wrestlers wrestle in their hometown and they lose. Like, yeah, there's been rare examples, but I'm talking about big matches. John Cena versus Edge, SummerSlam, I think 06. Cena was in Boston, Mass. Edge won the title. Edge walked in Toronto, Ontario as the champion, and guess what? He lost to Cena. Yeah, sure, Trish Stratus won her last match in Toronto, but guess what? It was a retirement match. It was supposed to be celebrating Trish Stratus' career. There's a difference. This is a huge matchup, and the lot is going against Sasha Banks. And the thing with WWE, once again, Charlotte didn't want to do the. By the way, I love Charlotte's Triple H politics. They're fucking on point.
Yeah.
Not putting you over on the big show, brother, but I'll put you over on the weekly shows any day of the week, dude. That's beautiful. Love you, Charlotte, for your politics. Respect. But it's like Sasha is the champ. And Charlotte is looking like, like the person you want to see succeed in this match because they're making it work. Like, I'm being dead serious here. Like, the way they're presenting it's like, first off, Sasha Banks just won the title, and then she's like, I want to make this inside Hell in a Cell. It's like, you're a champion. You should, like, this doesn't make you some honorable fighting champion. This doesn't help me feel like you're trying to bring change in the women's division. Just makes you look stupid. And I know a lot of women are going to hate me for saying that, but it's true. It doesn't make you look tough. It doesn't make you look strong. You're the fucking champion. Use your fucking noggin. You want to try to beat this bitch who has never lost on pay-per-view. So why in the blue fuck would you put yourself in a situation where you could possibly fucking lose? It doesn't make you a fighting champion. It makes you look stupid. James going, hey, you know what? We beat the Warriors in Game 7, but I want to give the Warriors 2 more games because I want to prove we can still beat them. No! You won the fucking title. Go fucking celebrate. Who cares how you won? You won. That's like in like the fucking NBA finals. Just when I'm talking about like it's 5, and then all of a sudden Greg Popovich goes, I really like the team we faced. Games anyways, and whoever wins Game 7, they're the real champs. It's like, no, you won in Game 5. Just fucking like seriously. That's like the Cubs saying, you know what? We feel bad for Cleveland, so let's go to Game 6 and 7. It's like, no, fly to W. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like some people are just like, oh, this is so great for the women. It's like you're blinded by the fact of how stupid the setup is to this feud and how this feud doesn't really like. Yeah, out of all the matches and everything like that, this feud probably deserves a Hell in a Cell, but you're just like, it makes no sense because you're having it with Charlotte, who's the heel, is chasing the babyface. The babyface made the match, and it's like, no, the babyface needs to chase and stuff like that. And if Charlotte wants to be a bitch about it and be like, hey, I'm still undefeated at every pay-per-view, sweetie, guess what? You're going to have to face me at Hell in a Cell. Inside the cell. Now you're worried about Sasha. You're worried if she can overcome this and stuff like that. And it's good for you to worry about the hero. You have to worry about the fucking hero. You're not worried about the fucking hero. Then why do you care about the hero? You have no worries. The only thing people are literally worried about is that these two women are going to kill each other inside the cell because let's just be real here. As smooth as they were on NXT, a lot of their matches on the main roster have been botchy, clumpy. They just done stupid shit. They go way too over the top. And the thing is, too, when you put a match inside Hell in a Cell, I expect fucking hell. You can't just go out there and have some technical masterpiece. No, you're inside Hell in a Cell. That's like the end of the fucking era match. Triple H and Undertaker just like wrestle normally, and there's nothing. It's like there's no sledgehammer, there's no steel steps, there's nothing. You got to have weapons involved. You can't just have these women go out there, throw each other against the cage a couple times and be like, brilliant, brilliant. No, it's Hell in a fucking Cell. It's a personal blood feud. You got to kill each other. And I know it sounds fucked up, but that's like the UFC. In the UFC, it's not like these women are held back. No, they actually have to go out there and punch each other in the fucking face, make each other bleed, choke someone out. And that's what I expect from this match, but I don't feel like we're going to get it, to be honest with you. And I just feel like this whole match is just so stupid in some sense, but I like that they're giving the women a chance. I like that the women are inside the cell. It's cool. I just wish the setup and the presence of it was much better than the presentation, I should say.
Yeah.
Was much better than they gave us. And really, to be honest here, if it's main events and you have Charlotte win, so you're going to tell me that's how you want to end your show? With, once again, Charlotte wins, LOL, Charlotte wins? Look, I'm a fan of Charlotte. I don't care if she wins or not. I like Sasha Banks too. I honestly don't care who wins because I like both of these women. But I'm just saying, track record aside, and how many times have I been correct about Charlotte, I have to go with Charlotte in this match, and I think it's a dumb decision, to me, at least personally. I just feel like the WWE really messed up the whole Sasha and Charlotte feud and everything like that. I know a lot of people are just going to, like, especially, like, people who are women are just going to dislike this video, think I'm being an asshole and everything like that. But hey, at least I'm backing up my points. I'm not going out there just being a dick about it. I just think it makes no sense. That's just me. I don't know. Justin, what do you have to say about this?
Again, once again, this has not been a good build-up. Again, they just want to put these women in Hell in a Cell because it makes history, which I think is fucking stupid. Inconsistency from WWE. You got Sasha Banks, who was in the ring with Charlotte, and said, let's do something that we never done before. Let's do a Hell in a Cell match. Okay. Do the Hell in a Cell match. Then you have Mick Foley come out there with Stephanie saying, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let's do the Hell in a Cell match. Then you have Mick Foley this Monday saying, you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know what you're getting into with this Hell in a Cell match. I have tools up my nose. Yeah, him just started yelling, thinking the promo was going to be good. Where the fuck was that at the time?
Yeah.
When you actually announced the match? What the fuck is going on? Inconsistency. I understand that Mick Foley, because remember Mick Foley on Twitter and Facebook, he was ripping WWE a couple years ago. He was ripping them a new one on Twitter and on Facebook. But now he needs to be this corporate snob because he wants to get his little girl into NXT and help her wrestler.
Because remember, Dewey works for WWE too.
Yeah, I mean, so he's being a little good little Foley man. He's being a good little Mick Foley.
Miss Foley's baby boy.
Yeah, Miss Foley's baby boy, exactly. And again, the inconsistency with this storyline makes me not give a shit. The only way I'm going to give a shit about this match is if they piss blood out of their heads, or if Charlotte does a fucking moonsault from the top of the cage.
Which she's already been told that she can't do.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm not going to give a shit about this match. Period.
But Justin, do you agree with me that, like, when you think of Hell in a Cell, you think of all the fucking weapons, and that needs to be included in the match?
Yeah, well, no, they're gonna use weapons. They're gonna use kendo sticks, and they're gonna use safe stuff.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
They may use a chair, and they're gonna do safe stuff. They may bring out a table and do, Charlotte's gonna do a spear through the table through Sasha, something simple. But I mean, yeah, you're not gonna see a cage rake of Sasha's face. You're not gonna see a fucking barbed wire baseball bat. You're not gonna see fucking fire or thumbtacks or nothing like that. I will be shocked beyond shock if any of those things come out. I guarantee you there's going to be no blood unless, they get bust open the hard way. There's not going to be no blade job. There's not going to be no cage dive. They're not going to let them do that. Charlotte wants to do it, apparently, but they're not going to let her do it. There's not going to be no thumbtacks. It's not going to be anything of the extreme. Once again, this should not be in a Hell in a Cell match. This should not be inside of a Hell in a Cell match for that point. Now, some people may call me stupid, but I thought if, I'm just thinking of a feud. China versus Ivory should have been a Hell in a Cell match.
She had right to censor Ivory.
China and Ivory should have been a Hell in a Cell match because back in the 2001 Royal Rumble, China hurt her neck. Ivory comes out, do these promos on China, mocking her of her neck and her injury and all that stuff. Then, China should get her revenge at WrestleMania at a very quick match. But that was the type of feud that should have been a Hell in a Cell, perhaps. Even though it could have been stupid, but that's an actual feud that could have been inside Hell in a Cell. This match is not. again, winner that I'm going to be going with Charlotte. I'm going to be going with Charlotte because, again, the women's division. What is it going to do if Sasha wins? Who's she going to feud with? She ain't going to be feuding with Dana Botch. I can tell you that shit right now. she's not going to carry a feud with Dana Botch. Bayley and Sasha's too early. Yeah. Maybe if you have, Charlotte win, maybe if they got a little feud with maybe Dana Botch, for a couple matches, not a main event or anything of that nature. Maybe with Bayley or hell, somebody, maybe we haven't seen Nia Jax in a while. Yeah. Maybe she can come in, after the match ends, after let's say if Sasha wins. Let's just say if Sasha wins. After the match ends, I'm not like most men hits. She comes out to the ring, and she destroys Sasha. Boom, there's your next feud. Sasha and Nia Jax. That can explain why she was away for a while. But make an official prediction. I'm going to go with Charlotte. I don't feel good about it, but if Sasha wins, expect Nia Jax to come out to claim her stake for the women's championship.
One thing I want to make sure before Ross goes is like Sasha enters, because when Sasha's losing a big pay-per-view match, she comes out with her bitch face and doesn't seem to care. She doesn't do her whole little entrance. She doesn't do that. Yeah. She really just doesn't care. Like, the best is Clash of Champions, where Bayley and Sasha both came out with bitch faces because they knew they were losing to Charlotte in this triple threat. Greatest scene ever.
Yeah, man. So, that would be one thing to look at because Sasha, she gave it away when she came out against Charlotte in Los Angeles when she won the title. She kind of gave it away when she was like coming out to the ring, seeing her face. So I would say pay attention to those facial features when she comes out on Sunday.
Okay. I think my opinion's a little different from you guys. I think the match deserves to be in a cell. It's probably one of the best women's feuds I've seen in recent memory, so I think it deserves it on that alone. But my problem is I think Charlotte is handling herself well in this feud, but I don't think Sasha is. I think Charlotte's like, I'm going to show you why I'm the alpha female in this division, why I'm a winner, and, when the lights are on bright, I win. I back up what I say and everything. I think Charlotte's doing a great job, and she's going to break Sasha's back. She's going to destroy her, whatever. And then Sasha Banks, on the other hand, is like, I'm so grateful for being in Hell in a Cell. Like, I just get goosebumps. Like, oh my God, I'm going to be in a Hell in a Cell match. We're making history here.
This is for all the little girls watching at home.
And another thing, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, Ross, but just real quick, the way that Sasha's like, I'm watching this on the WWE Network. Like, really? Really? You're preparing yourself by watching these fucking matches on the WWE Network. Which ones are you watching? CM Punk Taker? Ryback and CM Punk twice? You know what I mean? Which one of these matches are you fucking watching? Okay? Because you're not watching Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. You're not watching, hell, you're not even watching Undertaker and Big Boss Man. All right? You're not even watching those fucking matches. You're watching the Dog Kennel from Hell match. I bet you're watching Big Boss Man and Al Snow. Thinking you're going to be fucking preparing for that, but I digress.
Yeah. So it's just like a whole 180. I think Charlotte's taking this very seriously. And then Sasha's like, we're making history. This is going to be awesome. Like, I'm so proud of the women for this.
Touch me.
Like it's different when it was the Iron Women match, because like it was like the title of the show was like Takeover Respect and everything like that. Like, oh, this is history and stuff like that. This is a Hell in a Cell. You're against your blood rival. You want to kill this bitch,
Yeah. So this whole feud's making me really want to see Sasha go heel. Like, just I understand the whole we're making history. Like, I think it's fun to mention it, but that shouldn't be like the main thing. And I feel like every time Sasha opens her mouth, she has to say that, like, pretty much at least a couple times in her promo. So
I think, quite honestly, I don't really blame Sasha. I think she's fed that. Like, backstage, I really think that's for make sure that you mention that this is history.
Yeah, she's
Charlotte
that's probably.
and I are making history. So, people in the chat, I've been talking about Sasha's terrible enunciations, which are pretty funny. I've been chuckling at those. Yeah, like I mean, she like Triple H back in the day, where Triple H goes, "I am the gamer."
As for the winner of this match, the women's division's so thin right now. It's kind of hard to like envision where you see both of them going. So I think either way, the division's so thin, like you're not gonna really. It's hard to tell. Like you can probably think of like at least one opponent for each woman after this, but after that, like you don't really know where else they could go. I'm gonna say Sasha wins and ends Charlotte's pay-per-view streak, and then Nia Jax bursts on the scene, and they have a little feud. But I know there's the 5-on-5 women's match, so maybe they just kind of skip a women's feud for Survivor Series and just have the champion on.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do most likely.
So maybe Sasha has to defend it randomly on a Raw or something like before Survivor Series, but she doesn't really get a real feud until like after that. But I'm gonna say Sasha wins, and hey, why not let it main event? I don't have a problem with it going last. The world title match to me doesn't.
Here's a question for both of you guys. Do you feel like the women's title gets devalued if it changes hands here? Because like on some other shows that I've been on, and some people have been saying that I've talked to, is that like Sasha has to win, otherwise you're devaluing the women's title by hot potatoing it too much. Do you feel like it devalues the title? Because my argument is this: like, so half of Rock's title reigns are devalued because he was hot potato with Mankind. Or, Edge. Most of his title reigns were just hot potato reigns. Same with Jeff Hardy and stuff like that. To me, I don't feel like it devalues the women's title at all. I feel like the women's championship is still a higher up championship. And also because, like, look at the Divas Championship when they've had someone keep the belt for a long period of time. How many times did people bitch about AJ Lee's reign, Nikki Bella's reign, even Paige when she held it for like 3 months? Do you feel like it devalues the women's title if Charlotte does win here? Because Charlotte, because Sasha just won it again, and then later on she loses it 3 weeks later. Does it devalue it to some degree? Because I don't think so. Because the WWF title, people love the Attitude Era, but forget how much hot potatoing that WWF, minus Austin and his couple reigns, that WWF title was a hot potato left and right.
Yeah. In my personal opinion, the title's already devalued anyway. Like this title here it doesn't mean anything. Just because you feature it a lot, just because you have this Hell in a Cell match, doesn't mean there's value to the championship. There's really no prestige within this title as of yet. Can it have that potential? Yeah, sure. But they're trying to overdo shit with this title, with this Hell in a Cell match. Look at SmackDown. Look how simple they're doing on SmackDown. They're building up Alexa Bliss beautifully to go up against Becky Lynch. Now, she's not going to win the match, but at least they are actually trying, and they're doing something simple. Just simple writing on SmackDown, that makes it the elite title for the women's division in the WWE. Go figure with that particular roster. With this here, not really. I mean, like I said, the title's already valued in my opinion.
I don't think flip-flopping the belt necessarily devalues it. If it makes sense to do it, sure, then I'm okay with it. But then you get a situation like, I think that when Orton and Cena were doing it, that kind of devalued.
That was just unbearable. That was just.
I think that was a stupid thing. So I think that devalued it because I think they just did it way too much. But sometimes it actually makes sense to have a flip-flop for a little bit. And so it just depends on the situation. In this case, I don't think it would hurt the title. So,
and I said it once and I say it again. WWE, Charlotte Flair, because they're now using the name Flair now with Charlotte again. She's going to be, since she is Ric Flair's daughter, she's going to have a fucking 16, 17, 18, how many of her title reigns that she's going to fucking have.
Yeah, we've been saying Charlotte, like, as much as I joke about the Golden Children, Charlotte was like the my centerpiece of the Golden Children. I talked about her first as the Golden Children and stuff like that. She is literally Mrs. Golden Child. You know, like Justin even said it like way back when we used to do like the podcast format for these. You know, like look at the tap out commercials. Charlotte's like the only women there. It's even NXT still. Like, she's not even on the roster.
This is even before she was on Raw. This was even before she was still on NXT. I was like, there's Charlotte. There she is. That is gonna be the main star for the women's division when she comes up. And sure enough, look at her now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's Mrs. Golden Child, man. She's Mrs. Golden Child for sure. So, 2 Charlottes, 1 Sasha. Hell in a Cell 2016 preview and predictions. We're done predicting this silly show. Honestly, I feel like this show could either be a really good show, but will be a disaster for the YWC. And the fact where I feel like a lot of YWC favorites are not going to win. A lot of people are going to be upset with the results, which is understandable. You know, I've been upset with results and stuff like that. But I feel like the show can deliver in some aspects. But it's all riding on the triple main event Hell in a Cell matches to see if it can deliver. And all honesty, I feel like this is going to be another decent run-of-the-mill Raw show for them, and it's not going to be as good as it should be. You know, Raw has Hell in a Cell has some stiff competition going on with it this Sunday. I mean, they have Sunday Night Football, The Walking Dead, and also Game 5 of the World Series. So, you know, you have a lot of stiff competition going on with this show. I wonder if they're going to kick off the match with their main event. Like,
yeah, they'll kick off with one of them.
Yeah, they're gonna open. If they're gonna open up with any one of them, it's gonna be Rusev and Reigns.
Yeah, Rusev and Reigns would be like the best.
I mean, even though that Reigns is being treated, it's still being treated as the number 1 guy. I think that match may open up the show actually. Yeah.
So, do you guys feel like women's are main eventing? Because I kind of feel like they're going to main event and they're just going to send the fans home pissed off.
I think.
No, I don't. I really don't. I really think it's going to be the Universal Championship because if Triple H comes back, he needs to be there main eventing. Like I said, there's something. Either something's going to happen with Kevin Owens or Chris Jericho or Triple H's return or maybe both. That's going to end up main eventing in my opinion.
I think we will have the women main event. Unless if Triple H comes back, then in that case, I can see why they would have that go on last because something big is going to happen. But if he's not coming back, then I don't see any reason why it should.
They never had the women main event ever.
I think the women should main event. Why not? It's Hell in a Cell. Like, who gives a crap? Like, really? Like, just let them main event. Let them do this one. See how it goes. It's Hell in a Cell. This pay-per-view doesn't mean much in my eyes, so go for it.
All right. So there you have it there. That's our Hell in a Cell preview and predictions. Thank you, Justin and Ross, for joining me once again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the preview and predictions. We'll be back for, I don't think SmackDown don't have no pay-per-view, right?
Nope, just Survivor Series.
Series the next one.
So we'll be back for Survivor Series.
Goldberg versus Brock
Lesnar. So we'll be talking about NXT TakeOver Toronto, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
Strong as a buck. The biggest thing to hit Canada because the Maple Leafs suck.
Yes.
Top 5 Rock promo of all time, man. We love The Rock. Anyway, we need more guys like The Rock. Can The Rock just come back now, man? I miss that guy.
That'll be amazing.
Just have Rock, Stone Cold come back. Stone Cold can just have his podcast in the middle of the ring. That'll be his new gimmick. Welcome to Steve Austin Show. What? Steve Austin Show. Oh, Dean Ambrose here. And then we can have another awkward Dean Ambrose podcast. Oh, yeah, by the way, you all need to watch Total Bellas. John Cena's the greatest heel on TV, man. Like he's such a dick. I love it.
Bigger heel than Negan, apparently.
Negan. I don't watch Walking Dead. I heard Negan killed fuck it.
I heard he killed somebody. I think I saw a picture of some Asian dude.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch it. I just keep hearing about Negan. So
that looked like Jimmy Wang Yang.
Yes, Glenn.
Yeah, he killed Abraham first, and then he killed. I don't even watch Walking Dead. Like I just hear shit, and then I know a little bit of Walking Dead, but yeah, he killed Negan. Negan, and then Rick was all like, "Carl, Carl. That's all I remember from Walking Dead was that Rick would always scream for Carl. That Carl, get over here, Carl, and everything.
I know they I don't watch it, but I know like they won't kill off the two big ones. Was it Rick? Yeah, the guy who's the
they won't kill off Rick because Rick is like the main character. Even in
they
like
won't kill off the guy.
They won't kill Daryl.
The other dude, the guy that looks like a country dirty man.
Yeah, Daryl.
Daryl, yeah. They won't kill off those two.
Yeah, no, because if they kill off Daryl, people will be crying. Like seriously.
No, but that'll be the end of your women demographic right there. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're not gonna kill that guy off.
Yeah,
But, they need to think about
it. It's funny when like people like get upset over The Walking Dead, and then when you get upset over wrestling, I get people go, "You know it's fake, right? You know the fucking Walking Dead is more fake than wrestling." Like you can't go up to him and go like Justin said many times. You can't go up to the actor and go like, "You're Daryl. I like you in The Walking Dead." It's like
nope, can't do it. You can't meet Daryl in real life, but you can sure the hell meet John Cena in real life. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Negan is a better heel than most of the WWE heels today. How about Negan is just written better than most WWE heels today?
How about you just get the writers from The Walking Dead to write Monday Night Raw, and Raw will be a lot better. You know what I mean? Raw will be a lot better.
No, let's have the people who write Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Yes. Raw. I feel like they would do better.
Have them, write Raw and not really SmackDown. Leave SmackDown. Well, SmackDown's doing fine right now. But just, have them write Raw for 1 month and just see how it goes.
Just see how it goes. Daryl! Carl, where you at, Carl? So all I remember from The Walking Dead when I was watching it was that Rick would always be like, Carl! Where you at, Carl? It's like, just always screaming at him. It was great. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Negan, whatever his name is, fuck Walking Dead, to be honest with you. I hope that show gets canceled soon. I'm tired of these freaks freaking out about it. Zombies are not coming, people. Look, if the zombies actually came, we're fucking safe, okay? We have great military and everything like that. We'll be fucking fine. It's so fake. So fucking fake. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. John Cena is the #1 heel on TV. Fuck Negan. Fuck Walking Dead.
And make sure you follow me and Justin on our social media.
Oh yeah, promote those. I forgot to do that.
On our Twitters and our Instagrams and our MySpaces and all that.
Oh yeah,
just call it Walking Dead.
Also, as well, I'm just gonna point this out real quick. Go ahead, subscribe to my. I'll plug my gaming channel, JD Venom. I'm 50 subscribers away from almost 4,000 subscribers. If you guys like WWE 2K stuff, I do a best and worst top 3 community creations, which is pretty.
That's good. Yeah, watch those videos.
Yeah, which is pretty funny because I do rip people a new one. They be making some of the worst creations in the fucking world. So
I'm gonna see somebody who made one of those characters find that video and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Yeah, so maybe one of your creations is already on there. You probably don't even know. If you made that Bobby Lashley one, I fucking hate you. So there you go.
I gotta also watch that.
Oh my god.
I've been watching a real show on your Walking Dead shit, Dragon Ball Super, and stuff like that. My brother told me that the Japanese thing that Xavier Woods promotes it a lot on Up Up Down Down, Crunchyroll. Finally got Dragon Ball Super. My brother's big into the whole anime thing, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll go watch it. I mean, it's in Japanese, but I've heard the English voices so much in my head as a kid that I can just picture the English voices saying shit and stuff like that. So it's like it doesn't bug me and stuff like that. So I've been watching a real show. Dragon Ball Z is a real show, man. I helped Goku stop Kid Buu, man. I raised my hands up in the fucking sky. I watch the Cell games live and everything like that. That's a real fucking show. More real than The Walking Dead. For real. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you guys Monday, Tuesday. I don't fucking know, to be honest. Probably Tuesday for Hell in a Cell review because I worked Sunday night and then I worked Monday morning. And I don't know if I want to review Hell in a Cell on Monday. Maybe I will do it after work. It just depends on my mood, to be honest with you. So thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your fucking day. This is the final intro. Dragon Ball Z's real. Walking Dead's fake. Wrestling's real. Walking Dead's fake. Fuck Walking Dead.